Hi guys, so today we're going to be talking about starting off with page 57. You should have done that yesterday. 1 through 9, use the formula new value minus your old value. Divide all of that by old value, so meaning you're going to do that first and then divide it by the old, then multiply it by 100 and then add on that percent sign. And then for numbers 10 through 17, you should have used these descriptions at the very top. So for an increase in the amount, so increase in amount by 25%, you're going to multiply the original value, which is 12, by the percent in decimal form. Again, percent in decimal form, that's going to be 0.25. And that should get you 3, then take that value and add it to the original value. So 3 plus my original was 12, so that gives me 15. So your final answer is 15. It's the same thing for a decrease in original value. However, you're going to subtract instead of add. Right? So increase means you're going to add it to the original. Decrease means you're going to subtract it from the original. The only thing that was kind of funky was number 3. You should have gotten 225, or the letter U should have been 225 instead of 175. Okay? So we're on to page 58 in your ISN. Again, page 58 in your ISN, where we're talking about commissions, discounts, and sales tax, markups, all that good stuff. It's just building on our increase and decrease in value. So let's look at commission first. The first problem says you landed a fabulous summer job working as a sales assistant at Schmacy's. You earn a 4% commission on every sale you make, in addition to your wage of $8.50 an hour. After a long 7-hour shift, your sales totaled $1,250. What are your total earnings for that shift? So first off, you're going to make $8.50 an hour no matter how much you sell. So even if you sold $0 worth of merchandise, you earn $8.50 an hour. However, for every dollar that you sell or worth of merchandise you sell, you earn 4% on that. So at the end of your 7-hour shift, you had sold $1,250 worth of stuff. So it says, what are your total earnings for that shift? First, you earn $8.50 an hour and worked a 7 grueling hours. That would total, so we're going to take our hourly wage, $8.50, and multiply that by how many hours we worked. Well, that's 7. So when you do that, you get $59.50. So that's my daily wage, even if I had sold $0 worth of merchandise. But we know we sold $1,250 worth of stuff. In addition, you earned 4% of your sales, which were $1,250. Using the proportion method, this would be set up as, well, again, our proportions, we went over that on page 38 and 39. If you need to go back and look at it, go ahead and look at that. And page 40 also has some examples in your ISN. So let's set up the proportion. In addition, you earned 4%. Well, 4%, our percent is always out of 4% of 100, right? That's my part of whole. And then my part, 4% of 1250, because 1250 is my whole, is going to be x over 1250. Now, if you remember from page 39 again, we're going to use cross multiplication. That means you're going to take your numerator and multiply it by the denominator, and take your denominator and multiply it by your numerator. When you do that, you get 1250 times 4 equals 100x. The only time you can cross multiply, guys, is when you have two fractions equal to one another. You cannot cross multiply when you have two fractions being multiplied together. I've seen that in 8th grade many a times when students will cross multiply when they see two fractions multiplied together. Do not do that. Again, only cross multiply when two fractions equal one another. Okay, so 1250 times 4 is 5,000 is equal to 100x. Now, in order to get our x by itself, we have to get rid of this 100. In order to get rid of the 100, we can divide 100 by 100 to get 100 divided by 100 is 1. 1 times x is just x. So x is equal to, well, whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So since we divided this side of the equal sign by 100, we're going to divide the other side of the equal sign by 100 also. You get 50, so x is equal to 50. So you earned $50 in commission. Combine your commission and wages to get your total daily wages. So my daily wages was 59.50 plus 50, so that gives me $109.50 as my daily total. That's not a bad day of working. Okay, so commission, again, on top of our daily wages, we earned a commission, so that was an increase in value, right? So that's why we added. Let's look at a discount. Right off the bat, we should know a discount usually means we're taking money away or taking money off of the original price of something. So that's going to be a decrease. And if we're decreasing, remember again, when you have a decrease, you're going to subtract from the original value. Let's look at it. The Sports Authority is having an amazing sale on all of their winter gear, 65% off the regular price. You find the snowboarding jacket that you've been waiting for the past year. It was $220 before the sale. How much is it now? So, nice find. Okay, so this jacket is 65% off of $220. We first need to find what 65% of 220 is. So we're over here. Let's translate that into a proportion. Again, so we're going to take 220 and take 65% off of that. So in proportions, 65 out of 100, that was my total. My total over here is 220, and 65 of that is what we're trying to look for. So we're going to cross multiply again. 220 times 65 is equal to 100x. When we do that, we get 14,300. 14,300 is equal to 100x. Let's move over here. When we divide 14,300 is equal to 100x. Remember, we have to divide both sides by 100. Divide both sides by 100 to get rid of that 100. We're left with an x on the right-hand side, and then these zeros cancel out, and we're left with $143. Well, what does that represent? $143. Is that how much we pay? Let's look. The tricky part about discount is remembering that this is the price off, not the price you pay. So again, this is how much we take off of the original value. We subtract this much. So to find the sale price, just subtract the amount off from the original price. So 220 minus 143, which gets us $77. That awesome jacket is only $77. Go ahead and buy it. That's a pretty good deal. Okay, last one, sales tax. Sales tax, well, tax, when you see something for $9.99 at the store, are you going to pay $9.99? No, most likely not. It's going to be more than $9.99, right? So it's going to be an increase, meaning we're going to have to add to our original our original value. Let's read. It says sales tax in the state of California is 9.25%. After shopping at a Schmarget in Laguna Beach, your purchases came to $62.75 before tax. How much do you end up paying, including tax? Add the 9.25% sales tax. In order to do that, find 9.25% of 62.75. So again, our percent is 9.25 of 62.75. So 9.25 of 100 is equal to, my total is 62.75. So we're matching our totals with our parts and your wholes. Now, again, cross multiply 62.75 times 9.25 is equal to 100x. When you do that, you get 580.43.75 is equal to 100x. Again, divide both sides by 100. When you do that, you end up with x is equal to 5.80, and I'm going to round to the nearest cent because we are talking about money in sales tax. So this is the sales tax, $5.80. That's how much you pay in tax. Finally, add the sales tax to the total. So 62.75 plus $5.80. What do we get? 68.55. Go ahead and pause these videos whenever you need to and review or do it on your own. I should have said that at the beginning, but hey, whatever works, right? After that, you're going to do page 59 in your ISN. This is what it should look like. All you're doing is folding it to the center, and then it should open up just like this. Remember, figure out whether it's an increase in original amount or decrease. If it's a markup, that's going to be an increase, right? So you're going to find the percent of 225, 85% of 225. What is that? And then you're going to add it to the original value. Example 6, there's a few different items that you're buying, such as shoes, a couple of shirts, 2 shirts, I think. I can't read. It's kind of blurry. And then a few pants, something like that. And so what I would do is add all of those values up. So how much all of that is going to cost in total, then figure out the 30%, because I think it's a 30% discount. So remember, that's going to be a subtraction. Let me look at my notebook real quick. Yeah, 30% discount right over here. That's what it says. And so you're going to take that much off of the total that you found originally. Okay. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.